Zephyr Troop, it's Koops, and welcome to more One Piece Treasure Cruise. Wow, it's finally here! I can't believe it! Clash Zephyr! The meme is dead. The meme is dead that we would never get Zephyr. That Global would never see Zephyr come to light. Well, it's not true. He's here, and it is a Clash raid time. Now, he comes out in a 30 stamina and a 40 stamina offering. Assault and a Massacre. We want to be doing the 40 stamina because we want him to drop. This event is pretty easy for Global because he should have came out long ago at the time when everyone was a little bit weaker, but now that everyone's a lot higher level, he's not a super difficult raid. However, I find him to be in a very annoying raid. I'm right at the cusp of doing this fast versus doing it slow. And what I mean by slow is a double Garp is a great way of taking this guy down because you're very tanky. He does a lot of damage, 16,000 on a hit. Then 32,000 when he does a special. That's a lot of damage. So Garp raids work, or Garp works pretty well. However, that's slower. So if you're strong enough, you can run Marco and take no damage and hit him with some 9 times attack, or you can run Black Clad Shanks, which also is good for a 2.75 times attack and yellow orbs, pretty much. So those are both really, really, really good options. And then there's me, who has those, but I'm just a tiny, tiny bit weak. A tiny, tiny, tiny bit weak. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating in general. So the reason why I'm going to talk about why it's so frustrating is you don't need it, but I highly recommend anti-lock slot 1. If you have slot 2, this whole thing's a joke, and it's super easy. But if you have slot 1, it goes a little bit better. I am at that cusp where I have some good characters, and I have some damage, but I don't have it all exact. And so I've actually failed this event a ton of times. And that's really frustrating when you're trying to knock out a bunch of runs and farm him to get all the way to the boss and then die. Because you don't want to use a gem. If you die, you don't gem. I found out the hard way. 1 gem equals, for me, 146 stamina. So why would I waste a gem on a character? You know, like that, I will complete the run, but I've wasted the gem. I'd be better off gemming and then getting 3 more runs instead of wasting 1 run. I only gem if I've never beaten something before, if it's 60 stamina ultimate and I need to beat it, that type of thing. But you try not to do it. Anyways, here's a crew that I have run a couple of times. It still isn't perfect. I haven't found that perfect crew that just clears this super easy. But what it is I found that Kobe and Impact Usopp are almost necessities. You need the enhanced slots and you need the double side damage. And then I've switched between Garp and Mr. 2 Bon Clay. What happens with Mr. 2 Bon Clay and Garp is their specials combine to get a full a whole board of yellows. You're guaranteed all yellow orbs at that point. So then with all the specials, everyone's got a yellow orb, everyone's double damage, everyone's another 1.5 damage on top of that. So you're doing tons of damage to the enemy. That works pretty well. This thing also works pretty well with Black Clad Shanks. I can run this young Sabo, who increases my chance of getting side slots. Well, with him and the captain, Shanks, I have like a 90% chance of getting Psy Orbs, and that works pretty well too. I also run Squad because he is a heavy damage dealer. Plus, if I wait long enough, I can use the special, which also increases slot effects, so I can use it after Kobe's special. So this team works. I think running Garp and Mr. 2 Bon Clay is maybe a little bit better. Luffy, he's awake!
Huh? Oh. Thank you. You did well patching me up.
Oh, don't try to flatter me. Who are you, old man? Are you with the Navy?
No, I got too old and quit.
Oh, so what do you do now?
Now I fight my own battles.
I feel like I'm being interrogated. I mean, seriously, you asked one question. That's like awful. Yeah, sorry about that. If you had been Navy, it would have been trouble for both of us.
Why would it be bad if I was in the Navy?
Well, because we're pirates.
Pirates killed everything I loved. I see. Pirates, eh?
Ah!
I'm C, leader of the Neo Marines. We are sworn to destroy all pirates. What is your name? Monkey D. Luffy. Garp's grandson, eh? That's getting old. Hey, give that back! Shanks gave that to me. Give it back!
I'm glad to see you well, Mr. Z. The Navy is almost upon us. We should lay low at the island nearby.
I see. I'll let you go this once.
Damn it, come back!
Where'd he go?
It's the Straw Hat Pirates! Don't let them get to Z! And this is so frustrating because if you don't have the I'll explain as we go along. I failed so many times, I'm getting real frustrated by this event. It's not hard either. Another thing that's actually really crappy too is this One Piece Treasure Cruise isn't updated for iOS 10 or whatever we're on right now. And you can see it is like actually lagging. And it's so frustrating because I'm supposed to be hitting perfects for the final boss. And I either hit perfects, I hit greats, or I miss and get misses. And if you hit misses, you're doomed. The run's over. As soon as I hit a miss, my run's over. So I sometimes shortchange it and go for greats. But if you're going for greats, that's pretty crappy, right? Like, I won't have enough damage to kill him. So I'm kind of stuck in a bad situation. If I was running Garp and Mr. Tube on Clay, I don't even need to take damage here. I would just go and kill all these guys off. You need to stall a little bit, but you don't need to take damage with their max specials, so you wouldn't let these guys hit you. However, running Young Sabo, his max cooldown is 15, so I actually need to stall a little bit longer. Plus, I need to special earlier than the other guys. I need to use it the turn before, so it's kind of weird. I want to actually attack this guy in the back so he doesn't hit me again. It takes 3 turns to kill him because they all have 9 HP. So you can hit him for 2 4s and then whatever you want is the last one. So I'm going to go ahead and install all this. Don't worry about like taking damage because we're going to have a chance to recover after this. And you don't really need it anyways. The only time you would need it is if you're running Marco teams and you needed to stall right here. You would stall here, take damage. You're not getting past me. If I die while helping Mr. Z achieve his ideal, then I'm happy to lay down my life. I will stop you no matter what. Actually, Marco teams don't really want to stall here either. Marco teams just can't stall. They gotta run it through pretty fast. I've run Marco too. Marco works well. So then you have to run Garp and Mr. Tube on Clay because you need to have all yellow orbs. But then if you don't kill him in essentially like 1 or 2 turns, it's very difficult. All right, now we're going against sub-boss Ein. She's very, very easy. Everything here is easy. What I want to do is I want to kill off the minions, and I won't kill off her. I'm just gonna waste another turn here because I want to get that the lock off on me. She locks for 3 turns. I do have anti-lock 1 on right now, which is why it went down to 2. Here we're gonna go ahead and kill her. She attacks you for like 3,500. Not a lot, so she's not too bad. All right, here's some meat. I made this mistake one of the first times I did it. You have to kill the 2 seahorses on the top and bottom, right and left side there. They will lock a random character for, I think it's like 13 turns. AK, you'll never see him again. And they always tend to lock my captain for whatever reason, and then the run's over. It's over. So hit him with Kobe and Usopp. I just go ahead and miss, purely because I don't want to even deal with it. For the rest here, we need to kill them off, but I want to try and fish for some yellow orbs, so I'm going to try and fish for these last couple of characters here. Okay, so I fished. We'll see if I should have used Sabo's special. That was my fault. Well, if I fished correctly, it should be okay.
So you've come.
Give me back my hat! Wait, that's the only reason we're fighting him?
What does this hat mean for you?
It's a guide to help me become the Pirate King.
You've got guts for a pirate. Better than a weak one by far. However, I won't let any pirate's dreams come true. My duty will never lose to the likes of you. Remember this. My name is Z. I am the one who will abolish evil.
It's pretty good. What I should have done probably is use Young Sabo's special right there, but then I waste like 2 turns here, so it's kind of annoying. I don't know. All right, Young Sabo's special will increase our chance of Psy Orbs. Normally, I use it the turn before and then clear everyone's special slots out, and then I'm guaranteed pretty much Psy Orbs. Here, I want to use these guys because of the fact that he's... Okay, so here's the options. He's going to lock my bottom 2 characters next time for 2 turns. Because I have anti-lock, sorry. I say anti-slot. Because I have anti-lock, it'll lock it for 1 turn. And I'll see him again before he attacks. If you don't have it, he locks them, and then he attacks you before you ever get a chance to see them. I don't have a full board of Psy Orbs, but I'm going to go ahead and try it out. So first we use, what's his face, Kobe special, and then we'll use Impact Usopp's. You'll see we have mostly Psy Orbs all around here. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to hit perfects, but it's very difficult. We'll see. All right, I did all right. I hit 1 great in the middle, but I did a lot of damage to him. It's pointless. See Prism Stone Bullets low. He's going to lock the bottom ones for 2 turns, put himself on immunity. Having the 1 really helps because I'll get to use them again before the battle's over, and I'm pretty much guaranteed to win now. Also, nice Sabo slot effects there. 2 of my guys didn't get it, the 2 important ones. That feels pretty bad, actually. You can see you have almost no damage when you only have the 4 characters. If I didn't have it, I'd have the 4 characters again. I'd actually lose this run. That's how bad the slot. That's how bad the locking is. Because if I don't have the bottom, if I don't have all 6 characters, I would definitely lose this run here. Probably. I don't know if I can do enough damage. It'd be very close. Yeah, I think I would have lost. So if I didn't have those bottom 2 characters, I would have lost that run. And you can see how annoying it is. If I don't hit all perfects with my team comp, I don't do enough damage to kill the guy off. However, it's hard for me to hit perfects because of the game lagging. And I find it difficult to run a perfect team comp.
Why do you persist no matter what you do? For others, you'll always just be a pirate. People will never thank you. So what? I'm doing what I want, you get it? If I can't defeat you, I'll never be able to be the Pirate King. That's really all you have driving you? You're like a child. It seems I've grown old. If I were younger, I could still move. Dreamers scatter all in their path. Go on, take your hat and my life. I don't want your life. I'm satisfied now. If you want to fight some more, I'll join you. No, I'm satisfied now too. Guess I'll just do what I want to. Until we meet again.
So if I put Garp and Mr. 2 in the middle there instead of Sabo, that works fine. You're going to guarantee get yellow orbs the first turn, then you'll hit all the specials and you'll do as much damage as possible. I still can't kill him. I can do him to... I get him to under 20%. He doesn't do anything under 20% until it's his turn to attack. Then he uses his special and pretty much wipes you out unless you have a tanky team. So... I'm a little lost what to do. Maybe you guys have some good suggestions, but because I don't... If I had the lock, this would be no problem. If I guaranteed I'd lock every time anti-lock, I could run this team. It wouldn't have any issues. So you can see if I don't run those 2 guys, which is, I didn't even use what's his face's special that time, due to the fact that I didn't wait long enough cooldown. Where am I going? Here we go. Yeah, I didn't use Squardo's special that time because I didn't stall long enough. But I don't really want to stall. You want to speed run this. So I would think these 2 would work pretty well, but that still doesn't give me any active powers. I'm so close to anti-lock. I'm 9 instead of 10. But my Garp, when I was feeding him last time, just failed over and over and over to ever get it. So it's super frustrating and annoying. Yeah. So that's the boat I'm in. I hope you guys are in a better spot. However, you definitely want Zephyr. He's needed. He's vital to shooter ace teams. Like ace teams have gotten a huge boon right now from getting our strong world Usopp, strong world Frankie, and now Zephyr, as well as we have strong world ace. So if you have them all, you're looking at a supremely strong team. So Zephyr drops at level 20. He boosts your character's attack by 1.75 for 2 turns. That's insane. That is so much damage on a boost for 2 turns. It starts at 30 cooldown. That's unusable pretty much. And it goes all the way down to 16 is the max cooldown. So that's a large cooldown. Definitely need to max him up. Hopefully Global will see him a couple more times now that he's actually come out. But, you know, I don't know. They like to screw with Global, so I'm hoping this isn't a one-time event only. Because that would suck. And I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys one more team comp that hopefully can run this a little bit faster. This is a double Marco team comp. Now I've also got Garp and Mr. 2, as well as Kobe and Impact Usopp. So that's the team comp we'll be running. We cannot take damage with this team. Otherwise, the Marcos will lose all of their damage, which would be bad. So our idea here is to kill this guy as fast as possible. I still don't think I can burst Zephyr down in 1 turn. But we should hopefully be able to do enough damage to make it, you know, at least a little bit of a faster process. Now, I do need to stall a little bit. We do have to get Garp special up in time. I find I need that to be about at... Oh, why does it always go for that guy who's got 2 turns? I hate the game's auto-aiming. Like, why? Well, wasted a free turn there of stalling. That's okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and just slowly kill off the turtles. I will kill them to the point where they can't injure me. You know, but they will still go ahead and die. So they have 9 HP. If I use a 6 and a 4, will die in 2 turns. So I'm not fishing for yellow orbs. That doesn't matter. There's going to be a little starfish or seahorse in our future that's going to change all of our orbs anyways to recovery. It's okay having some yellow orbs right here because then you can use them against the next little mini boss. But she's so weak it doesn't matter. All right, so I've stalled all those characters out. I think I normally want Garp to be right around 7 going into this turn, so I think we're 1 ahead. That's pretty good. Don't fight me. Lock the middle slots. I do have an anti-lock on, which is helpful. It's not needed, but it's helpful. It's helpful, especially against the final boss, Zephyr, in case you need 1 extra turn of damage. I'm not going to attack her once again. I'm going to go ahead and try to get that anti-lock off. All right, she's down. She seems to drop pretty frequently. So her special, she reduces Bind and Despair by 3 turns. It starts at like a 22 cooldown and goes down to 15. So it's okay. It's just not the most useful. All right, so here we're gonna go ahead and attack all of them. I don't need to stall anymore if I don't want, so let's not. Let's just go ahead and kill them all. Best way to do that is to go ahead and just finish these guys off. Obviously, I have 1 more turn of stalling if I needed it. So if I really wanted it, I could have stalled those guys 1 more turn without taking damage. But now we're good. We run to Zephyr, and he's going to lower our cooldown 1 more. So we'll have Garp special up. This is the turn we need to do as much damage as possible. So first, you're going to want to use Garp special. Change all slots to Psy in recovery. If you have any orb boosting sockets, those will also help during his special. They don't necessarily guarantee you, obviously, full Psy, but they do help. Next, you're going to use Mr. Tubon Clay's special, which will change all recovery to Psy. Now we have a full board. At this point, we're going to use Impact, as well as then Kobe. So for this 1 turn, we're going to do as much damage as we possibly can. That means hitting all perfects, if possible. My game's been pretty laggy, so let's see what I can do. All right, I hit it great with Garp, but I still did very well there. Getting through everything was pretty good. Unfortunately, I didn't get any Psy slots here, which are pretty nice to get because I still have Kobe's effects going on. So if I'd gotten any, they would count. As you can see, if I didn't have the anti-lock, I think I would lose this one still. That's the frustrating part about this event. Yeah, I definitely would lose. Oh, that's so annoying. Because if I didn't have it, I would still only have the top 4 characters, and I wouldn't do enough damage to finish this guy off, even though he was below 20% HP. So I find it almost necessity to have anti-lock if you're going to run this run fast. If you want to run slow, that's fine too. You can run Garp teams. That still was close. Wow. Still took me all 3 turns to finish him off. Because he'll kill me one shot. He has 16,000 damage. I don't even have 12,000 health, so he'll one-shot me. So if you don't have anti-lock, I think that you have to look at stalling a little bit more and getting some more burst options in there and running. So you run Garp. I would still run. I would run the Impact and Kobe, and then I'd run probably your choice. Maybe throw Mr. 2, and then maybe one more character. Maybe some damage reducer, like an Alvida or a Perona or something like that would help. You could reduce the damage he would give you. Then you slowly but surely whittle him down, and then when you're right around 25% HP, you try to burst him. That would be my suggestion. So if you don't have anti-lock, it's quite dangerous. It's quite dangerous, and you're likely to lose if you don't do enough damage that first turn. Even if I hit all perfects, I wouldn't have killed them. I don't know if I would have killed him the second turn. I find that Marco teams work, but I think Black-Clad Shanks is a little safer due to the fact that you're likely to hit a Psy Orb the next time around. However, that still doesn't really guarantee you lots of damage, so I think Marco and Black-Clad Shanks are kind of a horse apiece, about the same. That's 2 ways of doing it. If you're confident enough, you can run it fast with Marco. I recommend it, especially if you have anti-lock. If you don't have anti-lock, and I don't always, because a lot of people haven't maxed Marco. He's not a very common character drop, and we've only just got books, so everyone's maxing their legends first in global. So it's kind of hard to find anti-lock. You have to essentially have it on your team, and that's where I'm struggling. My team doesn't have it because I haven't been very good about sockets in the past. Only recently have I started looking at sockets. And so my Garp isn't maxed, and neither is my Kobe. If my Kobe and Garp were... Well, actually my Kobe's maxed, but not a special. But if Kobe was maxed and Garp was maxed, I think this would be a lot easier. So, all right, that's it for this episode, guys. Let me know the teams that you're running if you have a smarter way of running it, because I'm so frustrated by this event. It's not hard, but it's hard enough that I don't win it every time. And the lag's actually just, killing me on the inside. So that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Crush up that like button. Until then, GG!